Inverted hashtag, flip it upside down. It's a podcast, we're gonna joke around. The latest news, running the law, game reviews, gadget talk, and many more. Just a few dudes putting on a show, each screaming question in the ring and soul. You're listening to Inverted hashtag, enjoy the show.
All right, what is up, everybody?
How's it going, everybody?
It's Inverted hashtag E3 special. I'm here with HS Reaper.
Hello, everybody.
Because everybody else apparently wasn't around. So we're going to cover all kinds of stuff about what happened at E3, just in case you missed it, or even if you just want an opinion on it. So what we got first?
Yeah, we are actually covering the Xbox 360 portion, the Microsoft portion of E3, which was earlier today. And I guess we'll start off with the juggernaut in the room, Halo 4. So what did you think about the trailer? Obviously, Chief is back.
Halo 4 trailer. Chief is back. I thought they kind of stole the show, but I mean, it's Halo, so what can you really expect? I mean,
yeah, we knew that was going to be a big ticket item.
Yeah, it was really great. I mean, at least they stole the show in like my mind. Like, I'm just excited to like have the Chief back and just to be like once again able to play as him, and you know, it's just pretty. I mean, it looked pretty badass. Like, can't really put it any other way. Like,
yeah, I like the heads-up display that they had, especially with the integration of the characters actually talking on the HUD on the upper left corner. Yeah, you saw Cortana, especially the new look of Cortana. It's awesome.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They did amazing with her new look.
Yeah, they redid Cortana, and like, yeah, you can actually see Cortana because you can never see Cortana when she was talking unless she was down on like a little pedestal or something like that.
Right.
Like, or maybe I'm going way back to Halo 2, but I think they did the same thing on like everything else. So, but
yeah, I really like how they did that. They integrated the HUD. I like how the weapons look smoother. Everything looks a lot more crisp. Especially with Chief's new armor. His new armor looks awesome.
Yeah, new armor, all shiny, new graphics. We got these new enemies, which a lot of speculation, but I'm pretty sure they are on the world Onyx. I'm not exactly sure, but it's a world that is kind of protected by all these like robot AI and stuff like that. I did read the book, so like I'm just speculating. I could be wrong. But man, new weapons. Apparently they're Forerunner. So just like mind equals blown. Like ready to play hardcore.
Yeah, what do you think about the new Forerunner weapons that they actually showed on there? They actually showed Chief picking up, a Forerunner weapon. Not in the trailer, but in the actual demonstration when the guy was playing as Chief. What do you think about that?
I mean, they're a lot better than just like the Sentinel gun or whatever you get like in Halo 3. Like these things.
I remember those from 2 as well.
Yeah, like that's like really the only like Forerunner thing I can think of that you got to pick up. But these look really like the whole gun. Like you pick it up and like it puts itself together, like it assembles itself.
Yeah,
like
in
on
your
the spot.
hand. That's amazing. I actually like that.
So I mean, that's friggin'. I mean, that's awesome. The enemies like look crazy though, like big time. Like I don't know what
especially when you throw the grenade at the floating enemy that's with them. Like, oh man, you throw the grenade, it actually catches the grenade and tosses it back to you. So apparently that enemy you can't nade. That's it.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, just and I mean, like if you watch until like the very end of the trailer, like as like they're talking and stuff like that, like they say like, oh, ancient evil, like reawakening and stuff like that, but they also like he references him as being a reclaimer, as we saw in Halo 1 and stuff like that. 343 Guilty Spark was always calling him a reclaimer, so we're finally kind of getting into the mystery of like what are the Forerunners, like why, like what really happened with that, like what's the story.
Yeah, kind of reaping the storyline from 1. Finally, everything's piecing together.
Yeah, and 1 we never knew also like why was 343 Guilty Spark saying that he was a reclaimer, like because obviously he's not, he's the Chief, so obviously there's some connection there. lots of crazy stuff going on. Like I'm ready to play it, like pumped up.
Yeah, it's awesome, especially the glowing enemies that look like Lambent enemies from Gears. Not to share the reference between the two games, but I mean it does look like that. They look like little Lambent dogs.
All we need is like Flood to like come in like somewhere along the line, and like we'll have ourselves like a proper like shitstorm, basically.
Yeah, it'll be a party. Um, but that led into the next big game that they immediately fired with afterwards, which I thought was amazing as well, is Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Yeah, Splinter Cell Blacklist. Oh, actually, hold on a second. We got a incoming call from our special guest. What's up, Rice Bowl? How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Riceful?
Hey. So what are you guys talking about?
Just about to talk about some Splinter Cell Blacklist from E3. I was wondering maybe your thoughts on that.
Throwing me right in there, huh? No, I thought it looked pretty cool. I mean, compared to Conviction, I like how they have that marking system going on. Don't know what you guys thinking about that,
Yeah,
but
that was the first thing I noticed on there as soon as you saw the markings. Because
Yeah.
at first it had, they had all the setup where you didn't know where they were, you didn't know what was going on, and all of a sudden you see that marking above the enemies' heads, and Sam Fisher's one of those guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't even sure what game it was at first. Like I was kind of blown away by the actual trailer, the cinematic of what was actually going on. Then I realized it wasn't even cinematic as gameplay.
Right.
Because the executions are so fluid. I was really surprised.
Yeah, definitely the best game yet. Like everything, like the execution, like they really took that to the next level. It seems like they're kind of taking the game and like gearing it towards like everyone now, just because like it's so fluid now, and like just a huge improvement over the last games, definitely.
Yeah. Also, they were saying they're bringing back Spies versus Mercs, which I know a lot of people have been wanting that, and they're going to be really happy to know that that's coming back to the game. And during the campaign, actually, from what they were showing during the play that they were doing, the Connect voice options is actually going to factor in as well. As the guy that actually was playing doing the tech show, he was like, "Hey, you," and the guy turned around like, "Oh, what? Who's that?"
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
That was
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a really cool factor for the Kinect. Because games with Kinect, they say better with Kinect, but are they really better with Kinect, or is it just little gimmicks? This seems like it may be a little gimmick, but it's going to be a cool gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's a little something extra to put in there to improve on the game mechanic itself.
Right.
It's definitely improvement.
I played Splinter Cell maybe a few times. This is coming from a guy that's not even a Splinter Cell player of the franchise, but it definitely did draw me in because I'm all about the little things, and I saw the character movement, just running, and how he tripped over a piece of garbage or he was stumbling through
the house.
just
Yeah,
picking
that was
himself
awesome.
back up. That was pretty sick. I really liked that. I took notice of that, and then it wasn't just an execution. There's different multiple executions that he pulls off, but it's not the same thing over and over. Like I saw him do an execution of a guy in front of sandbags, which I've never seen before. And it kind of reminded me how Assassin's Creed is how you can pretty much grab almost anything in multiple different ways. So I really appreciated what they did with that mechanic.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he was like jumped off the roof and stuff like that, and it does have like that kind of like Assassin's Creed feel, but also like being its own thing at the same time.
Yeah,
So
of course, yeah.
I definitely like the direction they're taking it. Something that I'd want to play more, so that's a good thing, I'm guessing, for them.
Right. Especially with, like I said, with integrating with the Kinect options and things like that. And speaking of games using Kinect, they also showed immediately after that they were showing FIFA 13 and Madden 13, where you can use Kinect voice controls to, let's say, like throw a pass or kick the ball or have your player kick the ball for a goal. I thought that was pretty cool. They integrated some Kinect controls for that and then make it easier to play soccer and football games.
Yeah, being able to call out players is definitely a plus. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Calling off plays before even starting them. So much easier than constantly going back to the menu and pressing buttons and trying to choose plays when you can just say it off the top of your head.
Yeah, I like that they're implementing that. Like it just makes the whole thing like that much better to, and especially if you already just have a Connect, like, it gives people more of a reason to either get one or to use it instead of it just being like motion primarily.
Right. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I thought that was pretty cool.
I'm sorry for going off topic, but did you guys already talk about Halo 4?
Yes, we did.
We did.
Oh man,
So,
it sucks so bad.
Do you
yeah,
want
I
to
missed
add
out.
something real quick or
Halo 4, it's blown away my expectations. I thought it was gonna go downhill, but it's looking up. I'll just have to watch the podcast. Damn it.
Yeah, we already kind of touched on it. We're trying to move it along, like, but
If I disagree with things or if I feel like I have to say something, you guys can be sure to see me comment about a good 2 or 3
That's a great
paragraphs.
point that you bring up. That's actually a great point you bring up. Anybody who has anything to add to the podcast, or maybe if we said something that was incorrect, you can go ahead and leave it in the comment section below and let us know what's going on. Or you could also check out the links that we have for for this video and other videos that we'll be putting up. And always keep an eye on inverted hashtag.
I'm so disappointed. All right, where were we? I really want to
also, following Madden 13, they also showed a quick clip of Gears of War Judgment. And
yeah.
Now we know that the two protagonists in there, at least on the cover of Game Informer, would be Cole and Baird, I believe. And from what I understand, Baird is going to be the main protagonist in the game.
That's what
I'm a huge Baird fan, so I'm completely happy with that.
Yeah, that's your character.
Yeah,
it's a lot of speculation, but I mean, it does seem like Baird is going to play a huge role. And I did watch an interview very quickly, and it seems that like they're kind of going back to when the war like first started. So like in Gears of War 3, like everybody's kind of used to like the Locust and everything like that. So they're kind of taking it back to like Gears of War 1 time almost, or just right after Judgment Day.
Is it actually the Pendulum Wars going on, or is it after, or?
I don't know. All I know is the time frame is very soon after Judgment Day, and apparently something goes down. I mean, a lot of speculation, but I'm not really sure. But I know it is a very like close time frame to Gears of War like 1 and beforehand.
Right.
So
I wonder what Carmine is gonna die. I mean, come on, that question was going to be out there.
Oh man, here we go.
They just have like all kinds of Carmines everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, they went in alphabetical orders. I mean, if you're going backwards, I mean,
did they really?
Well, yeah. You got,
I did not know that.
Carmine,
I wasn't paying attention
Benjamin
to that.
Carmine.
That's actually pretty funny.
Friggin' cool. Carmine, poor guy.
Clayton.
Yeah, Clayton, Carmine, and I just wonder, like, if they go back, like, it's gonna be the dad. Like, what is that?
He'll be like
Anthony Benjamin.
He'll be Carmine #1.
He'll just have a number, yeah. Pretty
much.
Yeah,
he'll have like a number jersey.
Carmine 0.
Yeah.
And if Carmine isn't even in the game, just whoever dies in the cinematic, just call them Carmine.
Yeah.
I do like how
my buddy Carmine that I love him.
I do like how they announced it though. Like they're like, oh, like we have a brand new like racing game, and it's like Gears of War Judgment. It's like they just snuck it right in there.
Yeah,
it's like
speaking of which, that racing game was actually Forza Horizon.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the new racing game coming out. It's a great segue. Yeah, that's a new racing game that were coming out. There really wasn't much to show on it. I mean, yeah, they showed the trailer, but they really didn't speak on it much. So I mean, it's not really much we could say now, except it looks gorgeous.
Is that the trailer? I mean, obviously it did look gorgeous, but is that the trailer that went into dubstep towards the end of it?
Oh yeah.
That was
okay.
Dubstep is really hitting mainstream now, but it actually fitted in. It was pretty sick watching. I enjoyed it.
Hipster.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It looks really good. I know I might not get it and play it, but I mean, it looks really good. And any Forza fan is probably like crazy, like in love with it. So I mean, I really liked it, but it could just be the dubstep. So I might calm down.
I personally actually really do like the simulation driving game, so I might have to get back into it with Forza.
Yeah, it actually, like I said, it looked great. It
does look good.
I think it was just cinematics, but even then, the graphics look pretty good. So I'm pretty sure the game's going to be awesome. And I think that whole section just had to do with sports because, like immediately after that, they started talking about different things that they're going to put on 360, like media-wise, like ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN3, ESPNU. Yeah, and then also talking about NBA TV coming soon, which you can watch live streaming games on your 360. I think that's going to be awesome. A lot of people are going to like that.
Yeah. Not only that, you can also watch like two at the same time, which is pretty cool. Use Connect Voice actually, right?
Right.
Just call up whatever you want to watch, and it's easy, which I like a lot.
So many ESPNs.
Yeah, it's like figure out what choice you want to make for what ESPN you want to watch.
ESPN, ESPN 2, 3, 4, and 5, all coming this summer. It's like, whoa. It's like, all right. I mean, the Xbox is just becoming crazy. It's like pretty soon you're gonna have to like list the things that it doesn't have. Like, damn.
That's true. Very, very true.
What doesn't it have? A coffee maker. Coffee.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I mean,
soon they're just gonna attach a credit card to it and just slide it and it orders pizza for you.
Now attached credit card. That way you can just buy whatever you want for it. And we have a microwave that attaches on the side as well. Like, wow.
It'll work out for you, do exercises for you.
Personal trainer. It basically is with Connect Nike like fitness. Like.
Wow, you guys are all about segues.
Yeah, not a big deal. Whatever. But Connect Nike Fitness, like I don't know. I'm down. It's the next step. Definitely probably better than Connect Fitness 2012, which I did play the previous game, but not 2012. But I mean, this is definitely the next step for making the Connect kind of your fitness hub, and I liked what I saw.
I like the fact that you can actually like integrate with other people. And you can actually work out with other people and set up to maybe similar play styles or similar, I guess I should say, workout styles. And, you can really have a connection to the community when it comes to working out with other people and things like that. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. For people that only use it for a home, such as movies or music, I mean, as their media center or hub, I mean, for the people that play sports or not even sports but want to be active, like I think it's a great way to get involved more so than just the music and video, so it's pretty cool. I mean, this personally is something that I would do. I mean, I work out. I don't know how much I would do it or use it. I mean, if it turns out to be cool, and I meet a few girls or something, I mean, I'll just say it.
I mean, it does seem like it's pretty good at like customizing like a workout routine for you, and I mean, they were showing that you could really take it up a notch with like all the training like regimes and stuff like that. I don't know exactly how far or like how much they're planning on doing with it, but I mean it did look good, and it looked like it probably would work. I mean, I can tell you one thing, you can get a workout from like the Connect. I mean,
I was gonna work out just watching it. I was like, dude, you see him doing that? Like, oh my god.
Tissues. Sweat rag. Need sweat rag.
Pretty much.
No, for real though, like if you're working out, it's always better to work out with somebody that's next to you, but now you have the Xbox bringing fitness games to your living room. You can just watch the computer-generated trainer right in front of you and follow along. So it definitely does help as far as motivation-wise, I believe.
I wonder how that's going to connect, speaking of, watching it like on devices and stuff. I wonder how that's going to connect with the smart glass they're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that looked pretty cool too, especially like with video games, how you can, you might be able to open maps. Like I know, Rice, we were talking about this earlier, how you can open it up and see like a map in a game. If they put that into games, that would be really awesome.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you can already do it from what they showed during the tech demo. You can already do it with certain shows and things like that will be connected with it. And you can open up, like Game of Thrones was the example they had, and he was opening up, as they were watching the episode of Game of Thrones, he was opening up a map as to where the characters in that show were at the time of that shot,
That whole thing was crazy. Yeah, it's like it's almost turning a show into like a game almost. Like, cause he's like, okay, so like this episode ended and he ends up going like this direction, and it showed like him holding like the tablet and like seeing a map of like where he was going in the show's world. It's like, what? Really crazy.
Yeah, it's like who's gonna sit there and try to disprove that? Like, oh no, they weren't there. They're west of like Make Believe City. That's incorrect.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And like the Halo integration with like Halo Waypoint, pretty much it shows like you know, a new waypoint is like saved or something like that, or a new checkpoint is saved, and you go onto your tablet on Halo Waypoint, and you can like open that file and get like schematics and
It'll even show, it'll update you if somebody's inviting you as a friend or into a game. And what was really cool was when they invited you and you accept it on the tablet or whatever, it immediately saves the progress in your campaign like game that you're currently playing, the storyline, and then it sends you right into multiplayer, which I thought was an easy breezy
yeah.
way to match up. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, if I really like it, I'm not gonna just have one iPad. I'm gonna go out and buy an iPad first of all, then I'll buy a second one. I'll have one for my left hand and my right hand, and then I'll have my controller.
Joining two separate games.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm buying a tablet. Like I'm gonna be dual wielding tablets. Like just like I'll figure out who's going where on my show, and then in the meantime I'll join like 3 like Halo games. I'm gonna be like hooked up big time.
serious point though. I want to get this across to anybody that's listening. The cool thing that they did with the smart glass that I thought was a very good idea as far as the marketing goes. They didn't just make it Windows exclusive as far as mobile device or whatever. Yeah, mobile device. I mean, they had Android phones, they had the iPhone, iPad.
Yeah.
So it's not only just Windows.
Yeah, it's all tablets really, and all devices.
That's gonna better off. That's gonna be a lot better for them. I mean, they could have gone the other route and tried making us pay hand over foot or whatever. But
yeah, I'm glad they didn't.
You brought up about that. Yeah.
So good call.
Speaking of hand over foot, I mean, that Tomb Raider demo,
Really?
like, man,
that was ridiculous. Like,
how many trees did she hit? She hit a
good
good amount.
the gravity
she was
like
falling
was killing her.
forever.
Yeah, it was not good times. Like, graphics were good though, but man, she got into some trouble. But I'm really down with the way like the reboot's looking because I want to buy. Like, I'm buying 3 copies. All right,
Yeah, it looked gorgeous. I just now I never want to go like hunting in the woods or camping or anything ever again because I'm afraid that all of a sudden, you know, gravity is going to take hold of me and I'm going to fall for 5 hours.
Yeah, and then you're gonna like meet Dante and like Dante's Inferno and like
I'm going to land in a plane. Then the glass is going to break into plane. I'm going to fall down a waterfall. Then it's going to take me to the end of the creek, which is going to make me catch an air balloon, which is going to bring me back to the beginning and drop me off again. I don't want that. I don't want any part of that.
Pretty much like when they started the gameplay, she was in space and she just kept falling for the whole entire time.
But it really was cool. I like how they had the environment breakdown where you can use the bow and arrow that she had. It looked very realistic.
Yeah, that was all gameplay too. Like it wasn't just cinematic, that's entirely gameplay.
Yeah, I saw some additional gameplay as well, and the developer kind of talking about it, and there was maybe a couple reasons why they put the bow and arrow in there, Hunger Games, but you know, it's a good move. Like bow and arrows are in right now, so I'm down.
It really is. Like
Katniss Croft.
Katniss Croft this summer. Tomb Raider meets Katniss. Actually, that'd be a good fight.
Who would win? I don't know.
I don't know. Katniss is pretty cool, but
spoiler alert: don't eat the berries.
Oh, don't eat the berries.
Oh, spoiler alert. They also showed a couple other games, but they really didn't touch on these 3 other games that they showed. Which was one was Ascend: New Gods. They showed a cool trailer of him just beating the crap out of everything. It looked like God of War, pretty much.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about that. Was that arcade or was that an actual game?
I think it was an actual game. They really didn't show much other than the trailer, so I can only speculate on what it is. But definitely looked like some, you know, Clash of the Titans / God of War type style. Another one that they showed was a Local Cycle, which they didn't even show anything. They just showed they basically a woman talking about how awesome this device was, how awesome this vehicle was, and in a female perspective, and all of a sudden it lights up and it's a bike.
Yeah, I think I blinked my eyes and I missed that part.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was having a hard time like figuring out what you guys
might be too Asian.
About.
Yeah.
It did go by really fast though. Like I remember.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I seriously thought when I saw the bike with the flash of an eye, like the blink of an eye, I saw Catwoman's bicycle, and that was it. And then it went away. I was like, is
Bicycle.
that the is that like Catwoman's bike in The Dark Knight Rises? Like, what is it? I don't know. And it was the same thing for the following trailer, which was called Matter, I believe, and it looked just like Portal 2.
Looked kind of like Portal 2.
It looked like Portal 2 mated with Tron.
Yeah,
I thought it was like Tron thing
Tron
at first,
thing.
and then I saw the two different colored eyeballs. So I mean,
that's a Connect game, right? That's a Connect thing.
I wasn't sure. Again, it was one of those things that they really didn't do much more on it. They just showed the trailer and they're like, "Yeah, here's this. It's called Matter. Have a nice day." And everyone's like, "Yeah, I don't know what this is."
Yeah,
them bastards.
Yeah, I don't even know what it was going on with that. I mean, I'm pretty definite though that was like something I had to connect. I think I don't know really. I don't know. I really don't.
It looked the inside of.
You're pretty sure, but you don't know.
I'm pretty sure I don't know.
If anybody's seen the movie Resident Evil Aftermath, but it looked like the inside of that. Like at the end, where everything's all white inside, and you got that little high tech stuff floating around everywhere.
Was that animated?
Yeah. No. That was the most. You're talking about Afterlife, right? That was like the most recent one.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like Aftermath.
That was good in 3D.
That was pretty good. But speaking of Resident Evil,
which, Resident Evil 6. Hey,
exactly.
That's not gonna segue.
Nice. What'd you guys think about that?
Actually, me and my girlfriend were sitting on the couch, and she's entirely down to play that. So, it's something that I've been wanting to play for a while.
You know what I'm happy about? I'm happy that it's finally back to actual zombies. I mean, let's get real for a minute. The other Resident Evil was pretty good, but you were like, "Where's the damn zombies? These guys aren't zombies. These guys are like, random dudes with like things crawling out of their face after you shoot them off. Like they're not, the zombies are like
pretty much like zombies though."
Yeah, but I mean, you're thinking zombie, like when you're thinking zombie Resident Evil, you're thinking zombies from like the old days, like the old Resident Evil zombies. When these zombies finally look like those zombies and move like those zombies.
Yeah.
And I was really excited about that. Maybe I was just like too fanboyish about it, but I was really happy about that. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I really liked it. I mean, once again, like they were having troubles with gravity and they kept like falling down for the whole thing. But I mean, I really liked it, and I think it looks like the gameplay is really loosened up quite a bit, and that's kind of the only reason why I wasn't like super pumped Resident Evil. I know that's how Resident Evil is, but me just like coming from like a faster paced like perspective, I'm more willing to play it now, seeing as how they've added a few things to it. So I'm pretty pumped for it.
Looks very action based as well. Like there's something that flew at the character, and he like either dodges out of the way or he gets knocked back, but then he starts rolling around on the ground and while firing or something.
Yeah,
it was like an explosion.
It's really interesting. Like watching, like I could have fun just watching somebody play, but that's not me. I'd rather be playing the game. So
yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
It looked good.
Yeah,
especially since they brought Leon back.
Yeah, Leon's back.
Like, a lot of people wanted him to come back, and they're like, finally.
But yeah.
Yeah. What's another game that they had after that? They had it was a Kinect game actually. It was called Racketeer. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's like the elephant in the room again. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. That was Angry Birds 3D. I don't want to hear it from anybody in the comment section. Anybody in the comment section, if they don't agree with me, let me know, because you can't sit there and look at that tech demo that girl was pulling back and shooting the little, bombs in the air, hitting the castles, and the castles fell down with the enemies in it.
That game.
And not think, you can't tell me that wasn't Angry Birds 3D.
Angry Birds 3, I mean Racketeer.
Yeah, it's like Racketeer, Angry Birds mixed with King Arthur.
Yeah, it pretty much is like Angry Birds meets 3D meets like castles.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that was.
It's a decent approach of them trying to do something different, but at the same time, I felt like I've seen it before, so it's probably not.
I don't think it's going to be an actual full like priced title, because it was
an arcade.
It's an arcade game, exactly. Yeah, so I think it might be something cool to play, but at the end, I see
it'd be fun to play for a little while, Yeah. Like I have a feeling like it's old. Like I don't know.
As soon as you let the bomb go, all I heard in my head was angry. I heard the whole time, like, dude, this Angry Birds, what the hell is she doing? Why is she throwing bombs? Why is she not throwing birds? And then she, like, explodes one of the bombs into, like, 2 halves or 3 halves, and I'm like, dude, that's the blue bird.
Didn't she fly one like into like a house or castle?
Yeah, into the last castle and blew up everything. I'm like, look, TNT, you birds going hitting TNT, everything blows up. That's Angry Birds. I'm sorry. That's Angry Birds.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Do they have Connect arcade titles?
I think they have some.
Do they? I don't really get into the arcade that much. So.
Yeah. I'm not sure about that.
I don't know. Somebody tell us. Help.
Yeah, let us know in the comment section below. Like, chime in about that because we're really at a loss on that one. Rice will ask the hard question. Yeah, you Rice.
I don't like hard questions.
You don't like hard anything.
It's true. Anyways, up. So, speaking of hard, South Park, the Stick of Truth looks like a pretty hard game.
The Stick of Truth?
That was a horrible segue.
The Stick of Truth.
Is that what you call it in the bedroom?
What, dude? All right, yeah. No, that's what I call the stick that I beat you with.
What do you guys think about that, though? The way they were bringing that game out, it looked pretty cool, but from what I understand, how they were talking about, you're supposed to be like the fifth guy in the whole gang. You have Kenny, Kyle, Stan, and Cartman, and you're gonna be like the fifth new guy that moves into the South Park area and has to help the cast apparently beat up zombies. Oh no, more zombies! I hope they don't sparkle.
Was it zombies?
Yeah, or I'm sorry, not zombies, vampires. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Was it vampires?
I hope they don't sparkle. Yeah, it was vampires. You know what? Let's just go ahead and scratch that and say it was vampire zombies. I'm sticking to it.
Sorry, I mean, it looked kind of cool, but I don't know. I see South Park as more of a show than a game. Like, I mean, I'm down though. If somebody else wants to play it, it's cool.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to take over for that one.
I didn't see much on it. I saw more like I don't want to say cinematic, but I guess that'd be the only way to describe it more than anything.
Yeah, I think I was cooking a pizza at that time, fixing up some smoothies. Sorry.
I mean, it probably wasn't the highlight of E3, but I mean, nevertheless, it'll get some buys. Like,
by the way, I made a mango banana smoothie. Thumbs up for the smoothie.
There you go. Thumbs up, you guys listening to the podcast. Thumbs up if you like smoothies.
You know who I bet drinks a lot of mango banana smoothies?
Usher.
Yes.
That's great, dude. We're eye to eye right now.
Usher, you can just tell when he came out to present Dance Central 3 that he really drinks a lot of mango banana smoothies because he was on fire, but not really, but kind of.
Yeah, he was all doing I guess he was doing an interview for the game, which was doing an interview for the game, if that makes sense. They're like, oh, we're going to do an interview of the game by interviewing Usher about interviewing
I thought they were just going to interview him, though. Like, next thing you know, he's coming out.
He just bust out on stage and he's like dancing around. Like,
he's like, yo, what's
up?
Like,
Dance Central, even though we weren't showing the movies most of the performance. So, but at the end of the performance, they did show some of the moves that he was not doing. I don't know. It was overall a decent performance.
Yeah, it was a backup dancer. They didn't match the choreography. I thought it was good. It's probably going to be something that my girlfriend begs me to buy her, which I'm going to have to live through that, listen to that while I'm playing Halo 4, Gears of War Judgment.
Bryce was going to be like, dancing. But I think that just left, one last game for the night. It was actually the big game that they wanted to end on, which I thought was going to be Halo 4, but they like I said, they just wanted to start off the night by smacking in the face of Master Chief. And everyone seemed to enjoy it. They're like, more, slap me more. But they seemed to end the night with Black Ops 2, which everyone knew that was coming.
Black Ops.
Yeah. Honestly, my honest opinion on it, I like Call of Duty. I'm not a Call of Duty super fanboy. I enjoy the games, but this seemed like same old thing to me.
Black Ops 2.
Yeah,
Terminator
with a few
Salvation.
extra gadgets. Yeah, with a few extra gadgets like flying a plane and a little UAV flying over your head shooting enemies. Other than that, it looked like the same graphics. It looked like it's going to be the same type of story. So, but that's just my opinion. We're not biased here.
It'll probably be good. I mean, obviously,
we're gonna play it anyway.
Starting to make up wars, which is kind of obvious because they kind of hit on every possible war they could, even going to Modern Warfare. So this was kind of the next step. Same thing with like Future Soldier and Ghost Recon. So, but you know, I'll probably play it.
Yeah, just like we were saying, like we're gonna play it anyway, so we're talking about it. Like, you know, we're not gonna play it, but we are. And more than likely, anyone listening to the podcast and anyone sticking to the channel, youtube.com/inverted hashtag, can follow us here. And also, we'll probably wind up doing reviews on most of the games that we've been talking about, if not all. So,
what?
Yeah, so please subscribe.
Call of Duty is eventually gonna evolve into Halo. That's what I see.
Oh yeah.
Call of Duty 13. It'll be Halo. They're gonna have sticky grenades, like
plasmas. Like they've gone to that point. Like they've turned into the UNSC, and it's just like Master Chief comes along. Pretty soon they'll get Halo 1 out.
And I feel like Halo is eventually gonna evolve into Gears of War, because they're gonna lose like all technology and revolt into. They're gonna go back to chainsaws.
Well, far little stretch, but you know, could happen.
It could happen.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, overall, good E3.
Yeah, I was satisfied by Microsoft.
I was hoping to see a couple different things, but that's the basic overview and what happened. So,
they also afterwards covered Borderlands 2, and
did they?
Yeah, in a separate conference they were covering it, and they were also talking about how if you pre-order the game, you will get the 5th character that they were making for the game. I know, Eastfun, you're talking about maybe
Necromancer. Yeah.
Right, and they're still planning to give it, obviously, to the public like about 60 to 90 days after, but if you pre-order the game, you can get it ahead of time, just as show of appreciation for the fans who have helped Borderlands get to where it is. And I personally, I know you guys like it, I personally love the game, so I'm
what are you
really
guys going to play as? You guys have an idea? You're going to play as probably the Ninja Zero, whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That has my name written all over it.
I don't know, like, I don't know, Necromancer does look cool, but, I mean, you would have to pre-order, right, to get that? I mean, yes. I heard a little bit about it.
It's DLC afterwards, but you get it for free with pre-order.
Yeah, if you get it, though, like, the special attack is, you get, it's called the Death Trap. It's kind of like a take on the Clap Trap, except it's like the Death Trap, which is, like, this other robot that, like, you can summon at any time and, like, goes and, like, tears everybody a new one, so... I mean, seems pretty cool, but I don't know if it's who I'm going to play as. I'm definitely going to be playing the game, though. Borderlands 1 played the heck out of that thing, so super pumped.
Awesome.
But all right, we're at 43 minutes, I think, something like that, so I should probably get this done.
Sounds like you guys touched on everything. I mean, gosh.
Flew right
segue.
We are segue masters. But, all right, this has been Inverted hashtag special E3 edition. If you like what you just heard, you should subscribe. If not, then...
subscribe anyway.
Yeah, do it anyhow.
And also keep it here, because we're actually going to be covering the rest of E3 as well. This is just the first installment, so keep an eye out for us. So, like you said, Inverted hashtag at YouTube. Just subscribe, click the little button up there, and you know you want to click it.
Am I in the intro yet? Just wondering.
Signing off.
All right, let's go.
All right, guys.
Peace out.
Inverted hashtag, flip it upside down. It's a podcast, we're gonna joke around. The latest news, content galore, game reviews,